to receive miracles is amazing. But the most important part of a miracle is to publicize a Kadosh Baruch Hu's name. As the Kadosh Baruch Hu says that He wants us to do tshuva. He wants us to return to Him. He wants us to serve Him. But the same token, there has to be something coming from us, coming from our heart, not like robots. Once we serve a Kadosh Baruch Hu, Yeshuat Hashem Ke'erefain. What's Yeshuat Hashem Ke'erefain? The salvation of Hashem comes faster than the blink of the eye. You know how quickly you blink the eye? The salvation of Hashem can come faster than that. No matter what the situation is, and how many enemies surround you, and how much people are saying bad about you, Yeshuat Hashem Ke'erefain. The salvation of HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes faster than the blink of the eye. Comes faster than the blink of the eye. Why? You're in a war. They're attacking you. Thousands and thousands of missiles being fired at you. Hashem ish milchama. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is a man of war. Not that he's a man, chas v'shalom, but Torah itself calls him a man of war. Why? All of the wars in the world are nothing to Hashem. The whole point of any of these wars is for Am Yisrael to notice HaKadosh Baruch Hu's wrath, and also to realize it's time for them to do tshuva. To realize it's time for them to do tshuva. Now, of course, some people are going to use this opportunity to do tshuva. But others say, wait, how do I know that God really cares about this? They still question. Now, in the world of battle and wars and combat, when they analyze who is the best warrior, they measure it based on who can defeat an enemy while he has no weapon and the enemy has a weapon. Because if both of you have no weapons, it's one thing. If both of you have weapons, okay. But to really see that you're a superior warrior is if you don't have weapons and he has weapons, and you can still defeat him, that's a warrior. Where do we learn that from? Book of Samuel, chapter 23, verse 21. Benayahu ben Yoyada is praised in the Torah. Why? Because he took the enemy's weapon and killed him with it. He was the ultimate warrior. He was also an extraordinary Talmid Chacham. But the Torah praises him for being an ultimate warrior as he used the enemy's weapons to kill him. We see that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem ish milchama, as he took the enemy's weapon that they were firing at us and used it to kill them. Why did he do it? Because, Rabotai Karim, Am Yisrael is realizing that En al mi lismoch ela el Avinu shebashamayim. There's nothing for us to rely on other than HaKadosh Baruch Hu. All of the people we thought are our friends, all of the people we thought are our allies, all of the people we thought are one of us, all of the people and all of the this and all of the that, last week and in the last week, we realized there's nothing for us to rely on other than HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We can't rely on an army. We can't rely on a political system. We certainly can't rely on politics or politicians. We can't rely on people that say, or nations that say that they're our friends. We can't rely on anything. We cannot rely on anything other than HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So when you're seeing that your friends, your colleagues, your community is taking on more mitzvot, is taking on more opportunities to help Am Yisrael do more mitzvot, you should know that they are part of bringing safety to Am Yisrael. They are part of winning this war. They are part of protecting these soldiers. They are part of protecting our people worldwide. Many people think the war is only in Israel. You're mistaken. The war is all over the world. There are Jewish people being attacked all over the world right now. Literally, tens of thousands of people are protesting in America, in Canada, in different parts of Europe. tens of thousands of people literally asking publicly, without any shame, for Jewish blood. In major universities, Harvard, Cornell, all types of so-called Ivy League universities are literally publicizing their support for a Hamas terrorist organization. People spent hundreds of thousands of dollars going to these universities, only finding out that their university they have the diploma from is supporting terrorism. All types of Hollywood personalities, some of them even being Jewish, are supporting terrorism. Why? Because when a person is in front of the moment of truth, Akadosh Baruch Hu is going to show him a significant difference between the truth and the world of lies. And now it's time to make a decision. If you choose the world of truth, certainly there's going to be certain sacrifices, changes that you need to make. You need to wear modest clothes. You need to be moral. You need to be honest. You need to observe the Torah and the mitzvot. And if you do, Hashem will protect you. Hashem will help you. But if you don't, if you still choose the world of lies, don't cry when disaster strikes. When all of the people that you supported ended up hurting you first. Iveret Adam tesalev darko, var Adonai yiz'af libo. The stupidity of man causes him to sin against Hashem, and then he gets mad at Hashem for punishing him. That's what Shlomo HaMelech said. People are stupid enough to sin against Hashem, and then they get upset that Hashem punishes them.
I've heard enough. New arrival screams echoing through the hallway to know that this ain't good. Once they pass them through the infierno, they don't come back. It's enough to make you go crazy.
Do not think we fear you, Spirit. We know your power is born of evil. This is your last night in the land of the living. You understand me, malevolent demon?
There was a rich family that lived here called the Hetheringtons, and unfortunately, their daughter passed away of a heart attack inside the house. Basically, they were so devastated that they reached out to people claiming to be psychic mediums. They actually weren't psychic mediums. They opened up a total of 11 portals inside this house and invited spirits and entities from all different kinds of dimensions.
Well, I think there are certain pieces of evidence that there is an afterlife.
Resurrection of the dead is affirmed pretty clearly in the Talmud and the Midrash.
To be honest with you, to give this lecture is a nightmare. If it was up to me, I wouldn't. There's going to be some graphic details.
This place is a maze.
That person after death went to a place called Sheol.
This is by far the largest near-death experience study that has ever been conducted.
People go to a place and they experience weird things. And sometimes they actually will see a character of some type. Well, where did that come from?
I don't know why that one chain is swinging back there.
They may describe feeling profoundly peaceful, seeing a bright, warm, welcoming light. Some people describe watching doctors and nurses working on them with incredible accuracy.
Next thing I knew, I was above my body watching the operation.
How long did you feel like you were gone? I went to a place of timelessness. And so what that means, it could have been a second, could have been 5 minutes. I don't know.
Can you imagine waking up from your sleep and not being able to move?
As I'm lying there, I realized that there's an evil presence next to me.
Do you believe that angels, demons exist?
Holy dude, get out of here! Oh my god, dude!
Strange things keep happening. Bizarre nightmares, as if I'm on fire.
Whoa, what the hell is this? Man, I've got bad chest pain.
Satan's Hollow is what it's called, the portal to hell.
Some people calling it an eye of fire, while others said it looked like the portal to hell opening up.
And the next thing I know, I was outside of my body, looking at my body.
What I'm going to do is called claromancy, the art of throwing lots or throwing bones.
2,000 years of experience, passed down, recorded, of how demons work.
God has them all on a leash, and he lets the leash go enough to let them tempt us, because that's what makes us spiritually stronger.
I'm trying to be as graphic as possible so you understand what we're talking about.
It's your ticket to reality. It's your ticket to freedom. It's your ticket to immortality.
Is there an afterlife? Is there a
This
God?
is the type of information that can keep you away from the Yetzirah.
What happens to us after we die?